Dr. Katherine Mitchell came to the inquiry today to give evidence about the events of the 3rd of May 2015. She was working in A&E at Kirkcaldy's Victoria Hospital that morning and examined a police officer, Nicole, who'd come in after being hit on the head by Sheku Bayoh and falling to the ground.
She described what had happened prior to the event in the fact that she had been chased and that she remembered the fall itself and putting her arms out to save herself, and then that she curled up in a ball and was then lifted by one of her colleagues. If she had lost consciousness, I would have expected there to be a gap in the recollection that she gave me.
Nicole has previously given evidence that she was later told by colleagues she'd been unconscious and that Mr. Bayoh had stamped on her. Two of those officers, when they appeared here, demonstrated what they say happened. But the doctor's examination found no injuries to Miss Short's back or chest.
Nicole Short has now given evidence, and she described experiencing a searing pain in her right-hand side after the assault. If she had complained of a searing pain in her right-hand side when you examined her, would you have made a note of that?
I don't see any reason why I wouldn't have done.
The inquiry also heard from Dr. Gillian Norrie, a forensic medical examiner who'd been asked to see Nicole Short at Kirkcaldy Police Station later that same day.
And in this particular examination of PC Short, there were no injuries noted in relation to her back or her abdomen or in that general area.
That's correct.
Thank you.
At that time, when I saw her, there was nothing to document in terms of injuries in those areas.
Dr. Ian Anderson, who examined Short on behalf of the Police Federation 18 days later, said if she had been stamped on in the way described, he'd have expected some visible signs of it on her body. This is not a criminal trial, but when there are conflicts or contradictions in people's evidence, the credibility of witnesses is vitally important. Essentially, who's telling the truth? The chair will have to assess that as he seeks to establish exactly what went on that day. The inquiry continues tomorrow. Gordon Chree, STV News, Edinburgh.